Hello, my name is Joy Butler. This is my first video for my video journal for my blog called My Life at the Spiritual Rights Foundation. It's pretty late at night, or actually it's the morning now, Sunday morning, I think December 28th, I'm not quite sure of the date, but it's pretty late for me. Had a lot to talk about tonight, and I decided to finally do a video. I thought that would be a good way to kind of share some information with people that may still be at the Spiritual Rights Foundation or have left or have never gone there and are considering to go there. Let me just say I spent the last 14 years, I believe, of my life there. I started going there when I was 16 years old, and I just left earlier this year in March, I believe, and I'm 30 years old now, and I can honestly say it was a huge mistake. I did not realize that I was entering into a cult when I joined the Spiritual Rights Foundation. I was not aware of what the founder, Reverend Bill, was really doing to people there, and what he was really doing to me there. He was a master at mind control, nothing more than that. He knew people. He used to be a professional gambler. He knew how people worked, how their minds worked. He was very quick. You have to be if you're a gambler and you're working in card halls. So he kind of used a lot of things that he learned in that part of his life in the church that he created, the Spiritual Rights Foundation, and its seminary, the Academy for Psychic Studies, which I was a part of. And I got this lovely certificate. I don't know if you can see it, but there I am, my name is on there. Yes, indeedy. I got this last year, actually. Yeah. Let's see. It says Spiritual Rights Foundation Incorporated, a California nonprofit religious church corporation established in 1982. Yes, it was. Yes, the Spiritual Rights Foundation was created in 1982 by Reverend William Newby and I think 2 or 3 other people. Anywho, yeah, there's my certificate. Didn't really do much with it. I mean, it was a joke. I mean, really. The minister training program that they have there is called the clairvoyant training program. And you never even look at a Bible. You never read a Bible. Your teacher or teachers never mention the Bible, maybe once or twice, but there's nothing religious about this training at all. You basically are learning how to read on an energy level. You know, most people just fake it or just use projection as a mean of talking to people, and that's their great reading. So, yeah, you don't really learn much. You don't learn anything to deserve a title of a minister. I don't know what I was even thinking of. Well, I guess that's the problem. When you're at a cult, when you're at a place where there's a very charismatic leader, and he has all these other people that he's in control of, and he creates this environment where he creates an environment where things that are the norm there are so off, but because everyone else seems to be okay with it, you kind of get socialized to thinking, oh, I guess this is okay. Oh, he's yelling at this person again. Oh, I guess that's okay. No one else is minding. In fact, people are laughing, so maybe I should laugh. Maybe it's funny. Maybe I just don't know the joke. That was kind of the thing that would go on a lot in people's minds, especially people who were kind of starting out and who were kind of climbing out of the beginning classes and starting to get more involved, so they got to see more of the craziness that went on there. So I guess another thing I'd like to mention is there is a book out there called Spiritual Perversion by Steve Sanchez. He's a former minister of the Spiritual Rights Foundation. He was one of the directors, in fact, of the school in San Jose, which is now located in Willow Glen. But anywho, so he started writing a book, and he published it maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It's a great book. If you have never been to the Spiritual Rights Foundation and you read it, you will think that this person probably made up most of the stories, because it's like, how could there be a reality such as this, where people are going through all these horrific things and nothing's being done about it? Like, why aren't these people leaving? How is Bill Doobie able to do these things? How is his wife, they're not really married, but how is she able to somehow get all this money from these people, and she's not even doing anything? I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, but it's just, when I try to see it from an outsider's view of what I went through and what went on at the Spiritual Rights Foundation, it's just like, I get freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, that can't be real. But I know it's real. I experienced it. I was there. It's not a very happy place. It's not a good place. But if you go there, everyone will act like they're happy. Everyone will act like they're on top of the world, and wow, I had this great realization, and I cleaned out this energy, and they're just lying through their teeth. They're going through the same problems. Almost everyone that's there is pretty poor. They don't have much to their name. No one there owns a house, except, of course, for the 2 leaders of the place. They own everything. Everything's in their name, in fact. It's not in the name of the church. It's in their personal names. That's how the founder set it up. So it's kind of scary. I feel really bad for the people there, and of course the people who left. I mean, all the money that I put in and other people have put in to build this mini empire for this one man who was a little bit insane. And yeah, I mean, there's people there that when they retire, they won't have hardly any Social Security money coming towards them, because Bill Dewey thought it was a great idea to find ways to not pay into the Social Security system. And that means that those people, the members of the church, would have more money to give to the church. I mean, that was one of the reasons. So these poor people who are getting older that are still there are going to have like hardly any money to live on. And I can guarantee you that the church and the leadership of the church is not going to give them a penny. Okay, maybe $10 or maybe a bag of food, but that's pretty much it. That's the extent of how generous and charitable they are. Yeah, okay, I'm just rambling on here. But, yeah, so I just decided to do this. Kind of got inspired by the psych doctorate. He's another person who is, he's somewhat associated with the Spiritual Rights Foundation, because he was a member of Berkeley Psychic Institute, which is actually where my teachers, including Bill Doobie, learned all their stuff from. And it's basically, Bill Doobie created this church, the Spiritual Rights Foundation, almost exact replica of Berkeley Psychic Institute. So, the psych doctorate in me kind of